Finding and recruiting good candidates is in our DNA at Candidates Direct. We're currently in a candidate-driven market, which means that there are a limited number of good candidates looking to change jobs. And therefore you need to be very, very active to secure the best people for your team. To secure good new recruits, you need the financial resources, time, know-how and particular skills to find and persuade the best candidates that your firm is worth seriously considering for their next career move. Sourcing candidates is a very competitive game. As well as the direct employers who are seeking to find good candidates like you, there are also a number of specialist recruitment agencies with big advertising budgets, fired up agents on highly commission-based salary structures, regular training and sophisticated IT systems, all designed to make sure that they get to the best candidates first. I'm going to briefly tell you about just 6 of the top ways that Candidates Direct source really good quality candidates for you, and all the ways in which we're constantly applying our time, resources and efforts to find the best candidates so that you don't have to. The first way is probably no surprise to you: advertising. We have a large monthly advertising budget, and because we advertise regularly, month in and month out, we have the best deals with all of the premium job boards, including premium ads and front page ads on the top sites such as Reed, Monster, CV Library, JobSite, Fish for Jobs, Total Jobs, Indeed and so on. We also post our ads to a number of smaller job boards. In fact, in total we post each job on average to over 30 different job boards. The cost you of doing this for one single vacancy would far exceed the fee for Candidates Direct's entire service. Next up after advertising is social media. This is really important, and if you haven't got a really good social media campaign aimed at sourcing candidates, then you're missing out on a lot of the best candidates. At Candidates Direct, we spend a lot of time refining our social media campaign on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Google Plus and Pinterest, as well as some other niche social media platforms. And of course, we use all of the best software and packages. For example, we have LinkedIn Recruiter for all of our agents, which is a package that allows us to search and in-mail every LinkedIn user, whether they're in our network or not. And it does some other pretty cool things that help with the recruitment process as well. A social media campaign aimed at recruitment is an absolute must if you're looking to recruit the best candidates. Number 3 then is webinars. This is something that very, very few recruitment agencies take advantage of, and it's a great way to target good candidates at all levels of experience. What we do here is we contact candidates that we know, and we also target people on social media, and we invite them to take part in free, live and also some pre-recorded webinars about things that will be of interest to job seekers, such as how to draft your CV to maximise your salary increase, or answering common interview questions to secure your next job and so on. Now, it's pretty much a safe bet that all of the people joining the webinars are actively looking for jobs, or at the very least thinking about moving jobs. During the webinar and also afterwards, we encourage candidates to get in touch with us, have a chat with us and send in their CVs. And this is a great way of picking up good candidates who are new to the job market. A lot of the candidates we talk to haven't applied for a job anywhere else yet, and very often these are good quality candidates for your job. Next up is from our own database. In practice, this is probably the first place we search for candidates, and we look to match candidates that we already know and we've already got a working relationship with to jobs that are coming in. Again, to assist us with this, we have pretty sophisticated recruitment software that matches candidates to jobs based on the candidate's CV and the job specs. And also, all of our agents can see all of the new jobs coming in, and they try and get to know the candidates fairly well. So they're going to be scanning all of the new jobs to see if someone they know and have spoken to might be a good fit for a new job that's coming in. We've got thousands of active candidates in our database at any one time, and this is a very good way of finding the right candidates for you. The fourth way then is third-party databases. And here, I guess the most important databases we use are those belonging to all of the major job boards. Every time anyone applies for a job on one of the job boards and attaches their CV, that CV is then stored in the job board's database. And because we have premium subscriptions to all of the job boards, we can also access all of their databases. At any one time, we're going to be able to see well over 150,000 active candidates who have applied for jobs very recently. In fact, we have access to many more CVs than that if needed, and if we search back a little bit longer. If you've got access to all of these databases, then that's great. If not, again, you're going to be missing out on a lot of good candidates. The next way we find fresh new candidates is also related to the job board databases, and it's by watchdog alerts. Watchdog alerts allow us to give details to the job boards of candidates we're looking for and particular skills or qualifications that we're interested in. Then what happens is, the moment someone registers a CV that contains those skills or qualifications, we receive an email with the candidate's contact details and a copy of their CV. We then have systems in place to make sure that we contact them very quickly before other recruitment agencies or direct employers have been in touch with them. Watchdog alerts are critical to ensuring that you get the right candidates and that you talk to them quickly before everyone else has. The last way I'm going to mention today to recruit candidates is headhunting. I know it can be a bit of a controversial one, this, however it's indisputably a great way of finding some really good candidates. What we do here is we have many ways of finding people who aren't actively looking for work, and we contact them anyway and arrange to discuss an opportunity with them and see if they're interested in moving for the right role, even if they weren't really considering moving previously. This is a way of recruiting really top quality hand-picked candidates. For some fairly obvious reasons, sometimes it's very difficult for a direct employer to headhunt, and that's why it's more common that an agency or a specialist like Candidates Direct are better placed for this type of recruitment. Okay, so that's just 6 of the ways that we find candidates. There are a number of others, such as attending exhibitions, live events, sponsorships, Google Clicks and Facebook ads and so on, and some ways that are too commercially sensitive to discuss because, to my knowledge, only Candidates Direct are using them. I hope though that you get some flavour of the efforts we go to and the expense, both in time and cash, that you would have to compete with to be on a level basis with all the other agencies in this competitive marketplace. Candidates Direct provide you with the candidates that have been sourced by all of the methods discussed and more, so you get the benefit of our systems, our advertising spend and our resources. And you get it all for one low fixed fee with guaranteed candidates who have been sourced using all of these methods. Click Get Started now and we'll have high quality candidates, all highly motivated to work for you, referred to you within the next 72 hours.